Hello, what is up, my wolf pack? It's Wolfmaster, and I'm coming at you again with another Cardfight Vanguard deck profile! Are you excited? Because I'm excited! Now, the deck I'm going to show is my updated Link Joker deck. Yes, it got the most votes on my Instagram, so this is the deck I'm going to show you guys. So, yeah, let's get into this. First up is my starter, Star Vader Robin Knight. This card is absolutely amazing. If your Vanguard is in Legion, you can put, and your opponent has a locked card, then you can put this card into the soul, counterblast 1, lock 2 units. Like, lock a front and back row. This is just a great card. I gotta say, it's awesome. Ah! Alright, next up are the triggers. 4, Apollonel Dragon, critical trigger. Next up, 4, Null Chameleon, another critical. 4, Pixie Powder, a heal trigger. And then 4 draw triggers, which is Vortex Star Vader I can't pronounce that name. I'm just going to call it Vortex Star Vader. So yeah, that is the trigger lineup. Everyone knows that I am not a major fan of stand triggers. I am just not. The only deck I'm going to consider putting stand triggers in is my new rebuild of the Nova Grapplers that are coming out. So, well, that have come out. You guys know what I mean. And now, that's the grade 0s. Here come the grade 1s. First, 4. Barrier Star Vader Prometheum, which is the perfect guard of the deck. Discard a Link Joker from your hand, and that attack's blocked. The card's just like, you shall not pass! Not a fan of Lord of the Rings, I'm just saying that right now. And then 3 Mana Shot Star Vader Neon. With this card, if your Vanguard is a Star Vader, and he's in the rear guard, and he attacks, he gets plus 3k. Pretty awesome card. Next up, 3 Prison Gate Star Vader Paladin. With this card, if your opponent's card becomes unlocked, you can counterblast 1, put this card into the soul, relock that unit. It's very useful. And finally, for the grade 1s, are 4 Star Vader Volt Line. This card is just awesome because when it boosts an attack that hits and your opponent has a locked card, you can use this ability to Omega Lock that, which means even after the opponent's turn is over, guess what? It's not unlocked. Your opponent can try it. It's like, okay, I'm unlocking this. No, you're not. Why not? It's Omega Locked. It's Omega Locked. So that's it for the grade 1s. Now, let's get on to the grade 2s. Everybody. First, 4 Star Vader Astro Reaper. An amazingly awesome card. With this card's ability, when it hits a Vanguard, you can Soul Blast 1, and then check the top 5 cards of your deck, and search for a card that has the same name as a unit in the Vanguard circle, and if there is one among them, you can add that to your hand, and put the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. But if you don't find one, you can still put the cards to the bottom of your deck in any order you want. So that helps out. This is like the Link Joker version of Cursed Breath in Murakumo. Next up, 4 Star Vader Sword Viper. With this card, when your opponent has a locked card and your Vanguard is in Legion and his attack hits. Oh wait, it doesn't have to be a locked card. Oh wait, yeah it does. I am so sorry about that. When this card hits an opponent's Vanguard while your opponent when your Vanguard is in Legion and your opponent has a locked card, then guess what? Another card is locked. So this is really, really awesome. And lastly, for the grade 2s, are 3 unrivaled Starvader Radon. Basically the grade 2 version of Neon. If he's in the rear guard, your Vanguard is a Starvader. Gets plus 3,000. And now, let's get on to the main event, the grade 3s of the deck. Now, first up, before I get into this, I have tried 2 builds of this. First up, I tried Imaginary Plane Dragon, but the deck took up too much counterblasts. And then I tried putting in Chaos Breaker Dragon, which helped out a little bit, but it just didn't really work out for me since, I don't know why, it was just flip-flop, I had to, give up a 20k Vanguard for an 11k, I'm like, no way. Alright, now let's get into the grade 3s. First up, 4 Starvader Dark Zodiac. This card is probably my favorite in the deck. I just love its artwork and everything. It's just, it's awesome. Anyway, this card's ability is that, well, its Legion Mate is Starvader Astral Reaper, and this card's ability is that when it performs Legion, you can counterblast 1, and at the end of the turn, if any cards on your opponent's field are locked, then they're Omega locked at the end of the turn. So it doesn't have to be when he comes out and your opponent has to have a bunch of locked cards. You can activate these abilities first. Well, you still counterblast 1, and then afterwards you lock with Robin Knight, his ability, and all that other stuff. So yeah, this is just super awesome. And his other ability is that, excuse me. Anyway, his ability is that you can choose a card from your hand that has the same name as a unit from the Vanguard circle. So it can either be him or his Legion Mate. You can lock 2 of your opponent's units, a front and back row. So this is just awesome, which helps set up the main card of the deck, which is just awesome. I love this card. And finally, for the grade 3s, you probably guessed it by now, 4 Starvader Venom Dancer. I don't know, he's just dancing. I tried to do the Cobra dance thing, whatever. I don't know how that song goes. You guys probably know how it goes. Anyway, this card is just super, OP. It is just awesome. Anyway, his Legion Mate is Sword Viper, and his Legion skill is that after he attacks the Vanguard and you counterblast 1, you can stand a rear guard for every locked unit your opponent has. So this card is just amazing. With him, who needs a stand trigger? Am I right? Am I right? Come on, who's backing me up? Who's backing me up? Anyway, and his other ability states that you can counterblast 1 and then lock a unit in your opponent's back row. So this helps a lot. Oh, and the counterblast has to be a Starvader, but luckily for me, this whole deck is Starvader. So that's what the whole deck is, using Dark Zodiac to Omega Locked, and then using Venom Dancer to set up the finishing blows. So yeah, that is my new and improved Link Joker deck. This deck has 80% new units, which I am just over the moon about this deck. It's just, it's awesome. And I renamed the deck from Dark Matter Nebula to Galaxy Apocalypse because first you use Dark Zodiac and then Venom Dancer causes the apocalypse on the opponent's damage. So yeah, that is the new Link Joker deck. Let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know what you guys think I can do to make it better. I'm always open up to suggestions. And then I have some other news, is that I have completed a Pale Moon deck. If you want to see that, like this video, or vote in the description below, what deck you want to see next. I'll put the stuff in the description below. Oh, and I almost forgot, I wanted to shout out my good friend, Aleigha Nelson from, her YouTube channel is Lovely Leah. She's just a great friend of mine. We've been friends ever since the 2nd grade. Yeah, I just, she's awesome. Anyway, I'll put her link to her channel in the description below. She doesn't have any videos, but you can see, what she has liked. She likes a lot of the stuff I like. I mean, not Vanguard stuff. Well, my stuff, anyway. But, yeah, you can see her stuff. She likes stuff like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, all those crazy characters, and Creepypasta, like me. Anyway, now that that's done, yes, I gave you a shout out, Aleigha. Anyway, now that that's done, I have 2 other decks. I have completed the Pale Moon deck, and I have updated my Murakumo deck. So if you guys want to see that, either of those, vote for those in the description below. Oh, let me know what you guys want to see next, because this is just racking my brain all day. What do my subscribers want to see the most? It's killing me. Anyway, so yeah, that's the new Link Joker deck. Keep howling, my wolf pack. Be sure to Legion Mate, Stride, and like that like button like a boss. And And I will see you guys in the next video. Keep howling, my wolf pack. Good day, good night, good morning, or wherever you are. So, howl! Good night!